Hi everyone, once again I am braving the freezing cold for your enjoyment because I need to get a food with a texture that I don't normally like. So join me with Paddington Bear on a walk to the shops. Come on, let's go. I don't know why I'm running, but we're running now. Alright, so I'm on my way back. I have a bag filled with items. Most of it is just things that I needed personally, like milk, eggs, that sort of thing. But I do have the item of significance. And the closer I get back to my home, the more worried I am, because this was not the challenge for today. We had a different challenge, and I asked Devon if we could swap it. And I haven't heard back yet, so I might be doing a challenge that isn't the intended challenge for today, which not only forfeits me for the challenge that we were meant to do today, it would also mean I have to redo this challenge. And it was quite difficult to find a food of a texture I didn't like. I don't really think about that when it comes to food where it's like, oh, I didn't like this texture. It's more just like, oh, I just didn't like it, except for fizzy drinks, but that's not a food. So this is the only thing I could think of, and you don't know what it is yet. So let's cut back inside and see what that is. Let's see what Scott is cooking up in the kitchen, if you will. Okay, so here I am. I have terrible hat hair. It is 5 o'clock. I haven't had lunch yet, but hopefully that makes the item of significance, or whatever I called it earlier, more appetizing. So let's reach into this bag and reveal that I have a tomato here. Now, I am surprised that I don't like tomatoes because I love tomato soup. I really like that. I like pizza. I do not like tomato on its own, but I'm willing to give it a shot because my gran absolutely loves tomatoes. And the thing is, she's not allowed to have them anymore. So I feel like I need to take up the mantle, try a tomato, be the hero that I was always meant to be. So let's give it a wash and I'll give it a shot. I don't actually know how you're supposed to eat a tomato. Like, do you eat it like an apple? Like, I know people cut it into slices, but people also do that for apples, and some even do it for bananas. So I don't really know how I'm going to eat this. And you know what? Can I just say, this has nothing to do with the challenge. Devon has been saying that, oh, he's sick. I'm also sick, and I've only just brought this up. I know it's day 3, but I'm just bringing this up now, but I'm also sick. So where's my sympathy? Where's my, oh, Devon's sick? Where's oh, Scott's sick? That's even worse. He's the light of the channel. He's the one that gives us all joy. So here I am, about to try this tomato. People probably will judge me for how I'm about to try and eat this. But we're going for it. We're going to try it. I'm going to go for the apple approach. And let's see how this goes. Alright, take a deep breath. It was surprisingly hard to get through. Like, I don't mean to get through because it's clearly a lot more I have to eat. I'll tell you what it is. It's the liquid. It's a liquid I don't like. How do they make like tomato soup? How do they do that? They just like squish it and then it becomes like a paste. I don't really know. You know what? Let me go get some salt. Right, so I have the salt. And I wonder if I can just like salt this a bit. Stay still. Right, okay. Not entertaining for the people there because they're only seeing it from one angle, but from the angle I'm sitting, it's very funny. Right, so I'm going to just give you a bit of that, and let's just rub it all in, rub it like that. Right, I'm going for the salted tomato approach. Let's see how this goes. Okay, now it just tastes like salt water. Right, I swear there must be a way of like getting through this and having it be easy, like to be like, oh, I was just like a shit. I mean, I'm not supposed to be eating it like an apple, I imagine. I imagine I'm supposed to cut this in slices. The salt makes it okay. Maybe when they do like tomato soup, there's a bit of salt in there. I don't know. Devon, can you fact check that? Can you put that on the screen and say, yep, they put salt in that? I mean, I still don't love it, but it's not as bad. No. I didn't put any salt on it that time. I was going back to the basics. I can feel the tomato in my teeth though, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Devon and I don't really coordinate these, so like I imagine he's doing this challenge, he's probably got like a lot of food. I feel like Devon is more of a texture person, that he gets bothered by texture more, and I don't really. I think it's only fizzy drinks that bother me. Like everything else, I'm like, yeah, I could try it. It's more the taste, it's not the texture. Yeah, in this case, I would probably say it's the liquidy aspect of it. It feels like it shouldn't be liquid. And to be fair, I did have tomato soup and pizza before I had like a true tomato, so that might be it. I might have just been thinking, well, it shouldn't taste like this. Alright, I'm going in. I'll go for more salt. This is the only time I ever really used salt too. Like ever since I moved in, there has just been this rock salt grinder, which is the name of my rapper name. I've had it, but I've barely touched it because I don't really use salt all that much. Right, I'm going in for more. Right, this is a question from my friend Max, who should be watching this, and if he isn't, well, then he won't hear me complain about him not watching. But if you are watching, Max, thank you for watching. I have a question for you. Is it true that people would throw tomatoes at like theatre productions of things, or is that just in cartoons? Because I'm looking at this and this does not splatter like I think it should. It's too hard. And you know what? I dropped this on the way back on the walk, and it did not splatter. I dropped my whole bag, and some things did crack. Nothing broke, I hope. I do have eggs in that bag. And I hope that they are not broken, because I need those eggs. I needed that egg. I have to make sure I send Devon that clip, otherwise he won't know what I'm talking about.
You spilled my egg. I needed that egg.
Alright, please Devon, cut around. If none of this is funny, just cut around. Just cut. We don't need it. I wonder how many people just eat tomatoes like this. Is this the way I'm meant to eat it? I feel like it needs more to it. You can't just have a tomato on its own. I am thinking about what I'm going to have for lunch, even though it's 5 o'clock. Almost 6 o'clock. I'm going to have a jam sandwich. I can't wait. That Paddington bag. See, everyone always says like, oh, you love jam sandwiches, you really are Paddington. He likes marmalade, don't you know? Well, I feel like there's enough of a connection. There's marmalade jam. There we go. So, yeah, I can't wait for that jam sandwich. But I've just got so much I need to do. Who told me that doing daily challenges would be so difficult? I mean, like, I'm on day 3 and I'm already thinking like, I like doing the challenges. Don't get me wrong, but I was thinking like, I haven't played games since I got back. I haven't touched a controller. So the tomato has done something that I don't like, which is started to drip. And that was one of the things I was considering was, like, you know those, like, it's like sandwiches really, that drip, that have a lot of things in it and you take one bite, tacos as well. I don't like foods that drip, but that isn't a texture thing. I did consider that for today's challenge because I hate it, and I hate it when things fall on my hands. I probably should have gone for like a knife and fork approach for this. I probably should have cut it into slices, but we didn't do that. We're here today. We're going for another bite. Here we go. I actually have a story about my walk that I didn't get to film. So there were these kids on this, like, I think it was an electric bike, and they were driving it on the pavement, and they zoomed past me, and it was a bit like scary. Just like, oh, what was that? And then 2 minutes pass, and this woman in a car drives up to me, and she rolls down her window and she says, "Did those boys bother you? Are you okay? You alright?" And I just naturally have a face that looks worried, so I probably just looked like I was panicked. But I was like, no, they just whizzed past. And she's like, well, if they ever cause you trouble, just let me know. And then she drove off, and I was thinking, well, how would I let you know? Like, I don't know who you are. So there's Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Homer Simpson. Adley doodly, I'm Ned Flanders. I feel so sorry for the Simpsons actors. I'm done. Washing my hands, I'm washing my hands.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Devis Scottis Day 3. I hope you've come with an empty stomach, because today we are going to be trying the finest foods in all the lands. And by that, I mean Scott and I decided that for today, our challenge was going to be that we are going to eat foods with textures that we dislike quite a bit. For me, I decided to go with mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms! Because I hate the rubbery texture of mushrooms, and I hate it with a passion. Now, I wasn't exactly sure how to just get mushrooms or prepare mushrooms for that matter. I'm not really a chef. So I tried finding something that had a decent bit of mushrooms in it. So I found this beautiful frozen meal, Amy's Bowls, penne with mushroom and spinach. And I'll be honest, it looks pretty good. But that's mostly because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of mushrooms in there, which is a bit unfortunate. So I'm gonna try my best to just get the mushrooms first, to do the challenge here, and then I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful pasta afterwards. Whoa, oh, yeah, right off the bat, not a fan of that. Which, to be expected, that's the challenge today. I thought the challenge would be good because a lot of times we come up with ideas we get it in our head that we don't like certain things, and then we never go back and try them again. And that's a very limiting mindset. So I was hoping through today, maybe I would discover that I do like mushrooms, actually. I just didn't in the past. So far, no, I don't care for them. Oh man, I'll say that pasta though. Ooh, that pasta with the spinach, absolutely delicious. Got another chunk of mushroom here. Let's batten down the hatches, I guess. Oh boy. There's just something about mushrooms I just do not care for. And it's weird because I love mushroom gravy. I love the taste of mushrooms. It's the texture. It's very much the texture. And I'm not a very texture kind of guy, but when things are rubbery or super chewy for no reason, I can't stand it. It's the same with like fat on a steak or I will say, so there was this one time where I went to a restaurant with a friend of mine and we tried, I think it was called calamari. I don't remember what exactly it was, but man, was it chewy and slimy. And I was like, oh boy, this is a lot for me. Like this texture, I cannot stand. And I loved the taste of it. Again, the flavor was good. It's the textures that get me. And man, I was not a fan. Oh man, okay. Let's get another bite of mushroom here. Oh boy, yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, yum, yum, yum. Not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, no, not a fan. I'll tell you though, Amy, you did a good job with this one. I have some bias because I don't like mushrooms and I knew that going in. That is not to say anything about the rest of this pasta. This is delicious. You know, I love this actually. I would eat a whole dish of this. Sorry, I had to take a quick break. Callie was at my door. She's now sitting in her little spot in the window. So, final verdict on the mushrooms. Still not a fan. Do not like them. Would not recommend them. However, Amy's Pasta Bowl. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. I like that quite a bit. If it didn't have mushrooms in it, maybe, God, what would you put in an Alfredo? Chicken. Yeah, if they substituted the mushrooms for chicken, A+, A+. With the mushrooms, honestly, there's not too many mushrooms. I think even if you're not a fan of mushrooms, you could enjoy this. But if you really don't like mushrooms, like you hate them, taste, texture, all of it, don't get it. Because there is mushrooms mixed in there, just not a butt ton of them. I am glad I got this though, because now I won't be wasting all of the food that I cooked or got, which is another reason I didn't want to get something like stuffed mushrooms or something like that. I don't want to waste a bunch of food because that's not cool, but at least this had a decent amount of mushrooms that I could get to. I'm gonna eat one more actually. Oh, there's two of them there. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, It's just so slimy. I don't care for it. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I'm glad that I don't have to do this again. I'm glad this is done. All right, this is gonna be a very short one on the Devon side of things, but yeah. Bye.